Genes are the fundamental units of heredity, composed of DNA that reside within the chromosomes of every cell in the human body. They act as blueprints or instructions that dictate how an organism develops, functions, and survives. Each gene contains specific sequences of DNA that encode the information necessary to produce proteins, which are crucial for various bodily functions and processes. These proteins can influence a wide range of characteristics, from physical traits like eye color to complex behaviors and psychological traits. Research into the relationship between genes and psychology has revealed significant insights into how genetic factors contribute to mental processes and behaviors. Studies have shown that certain mental health disorders have a strong genetic component. For example, research on twins has demonstrated that genetics can account for approximately 40 to 70% of the risk for developing disorders such as schizophrenia and bipolar disorder. Identical twins who share 100% of their genes are more likely to both develop schizophrenia compared to fraternal twins who share only about 50% of their genes. Genes do not operate in isolation. Their effects can be significantly influenced by environmental factors. The concept of gene-environment interaction is well documented in studies such as those on depression. For instance, individuals with a particular variant of the serotonin transporter gene, known as 5-HTTLPR, are more susceptible to depression if they experience stressful life events. This highlights how genetic predispositions can be triggered or mitigated by environmental influences. Research has also explored how genes influence cognitive abilities. Studies, including those on familial and twin cohorts, have found that genetic factors contribute to differences in intelligence, with estimates suggesting that about 50 to 80% of the variation in IQ is heritable. However, environmental factors such as education and socioeconomic status can also significantly shape cognitive outcomes. Genes play a role in shaping behavioral traits and personality. For example, the study of the DRD4 gene has been linked to novelty-seeking behavior, suggesting a genetic basis for certain personality traits. Twin studies have similarly shown that traits like extraversion and conscientiousness have a heritable component, although environmental influences are also crucial in their development. From an evolutionary perspective, genes have been shaped by natural selection to enhance survival and reproduction. Studies in this area have explored how certain psychological traits, such as fear responses, social behaviors, and mating preferences, may have developed as adaptive mechanisms. For example, the warrior gene, MAOA, has been studied for its potential role in aggressive behavior, suggesting that certain traits may have evolved to deal with environmental challenges. Studies have demonstrated that genes are integral to understanding the biological basis of behavior and psychological traits. They interact with environmental factors to influence the development and functioning of the brain, ultimately affecting how individuals think, feel, and behave. This interplay between genetics and environment is a central focus in psychology, providing valuable insights into human behavior and mental processes.